Dream Kitchen. What the fuck, man? Let's cook some food. Dream Kitchen. I love food. No shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit.
Escape the age.
Party break. Party break. Let's have a party. I know I just want to have a chilled evening. What? It's the morning. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Chilled evening? It's the morning. It's the morning. And I slept through the night. It was part of a fight. I'm not sure what that was, but it comes with a cost, and the cost is contemplation. The cost is what you like. The cost is being patient. Patience. It's so nice if you come from a cold room and you go into a warm. Wow, what is this? Wait, have I never seen this? Is this water? No, it's impossible. It makes no sense. Wait a sec. Nah, it's just sloppy craftsmanship. I mean, I've never walked. How long has this been there? No wonder I worked on this. I think they just covered up things. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, raspy voice beats talking like a weakling. Through the curtain into the never never. Yeah, look what I prepared. I don't know, I just like the atmosphere. Does it really? No. Okay. Okay, I'm preparing myself. I've been invited. I'm never sure if I should say these things. You know, I'm trying to be in between being this kind of warrior asshole and then being a son of parents. I mean, it's like now you're 34, do you feel like I'm strong, I can survive on my own, I don't need you anymore, you know? But that's when the being humble and the being grateful comes and says, get a grip on yourself, you know, these people have wiped your ass. So maybe, you know, if they do contact you, you have to pay them back a little, you know, just once in a while, you know. You don't have to be there every day. It's just nice to see that you're still alive, that you're still kicking, that you're still, you know, little Christopher that peed his pants because he couldn't keep it in, right? I mean, that's the whole idea. That's the perspective we're talking from. Yes, you can be a warrior when you go on a hike. When you go to mommy, you know, you will always be a little child to her. I mean, she can see the transition you're making, but just let her know that you're okay, you know? Don't juggle with knives, right? Unless they're like juggling knives, right? Or unless you're, you know, an expert at doing this, you know? Don't just hurt yourself for no reason. You know, that's the whole idea. You know, that's the perspective we're trying to create. Be a man, you know? And when the fear comes, you know, and the anger comes, just breathe through it and then wake up and do something that makes you happy, you know? Drinking a coffee now is weird. And I think I'm actually not gonna do it. It's actually interesting. You know, it would be like yeah, fuck it. Shit. Yeah, I was trying to wiggle out of that one for good reason. Because I have no idea where it's going to shoot me. You know, these things can be unpredictable. And, you know, I like predictable, but if it's too predictable, it's boring. Which is why nothing ever happens. Because that's just how life seems to be. It's just the same shit over and over again. Until it is not. Okay. I have little experience. Very little experience. Oh wait, this is not fixed. I love my kitchen, by the way. It's so crazy. I mean, if this is not Dream Kitchen, then I don't know what is. Then I don't know what is. Okay, still working on that one. Just gonna take it with. I do see a problem here. I think it's not gonna fit. But I'm gonna do it different then. I don't know, I'll find it. I know now. I know now. I know now. I know what this is. I know now. I know what this is. I can... Okay, I still have a bit of coffee cream. It says, take it. Take it. For whatever reason. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. It's right in your face, and it's right in your face. This is already the blend I made. Take it, it says. It says, take it. Take it. Or grab it by the balls, whatever it is. Grab it by the balls and shake it. Is it too early to sing? Right? This is, you can just say that's my office. I think I can sing here. I can sing here. I can ask for advice. I can do this. I think, wow, it just smelled like cannabis butter. Yeah, that's certainly something. That's nutmeg, right? And that's a nutmeg thing, grater. Slicer. Okay. You know, it's an important step to being your own man. Is there something you would like to add? It says. Yes, of course. You know, if you're asking me like this, then yes, I would like to add 2. You know, I'm wasting a lot of plastic. You know, for 1 shot of espresso, if I make it in this, I started taking 3 of these, which is insane. So now I just want to... Oh, wow, but it does smell good. You know, I have to give them credit for that. Every time I open one of these, I think, nice. So, you know, that I understand. It preserves. But just this? I mean... Of course, you can buy these that you can refill. Okay, which is why for some time now I'm just gonna keep using this. I'm gonna put a bit of cocoa in there, which is really a bit. So it's too much. That's something I got from, I did couch surfing in Bloemfontein, South Africa. Oh wow, how fancy, right? I know. And now I'm gonna do something. You see, this is the Moroccan mocha pot. Jesus. I'm still not sure if it's good to be addicted on coffee or sugar. It just seems to be the way that things are. So I'm putting the sugar in first, so it can, so it can caramelize. Today I think it's gonna be a coffee day. also an important day in terms of I have to check the status. I think I'm gonna delete my website. Just like that. I'm not sure if I can do this. Like, seriously. I even am afraid to talk about it. Because just talking about it already, shows me the fear. Oh my God, I might have to do it. But what's it matter? What's it matter? If you have to do it, then you have to do it. And I'm not gonna wiggle out of it. Because you never know what these things bring. Maybe there are people, because, I want to make a living with what I'm doing. And if people are stuck on reading the stuff I have for free on my website, then they're missing the point that the website is part of advertisement. And I like to share, right? So now I'm preparing myself. I want to write a little bit. I'm starting with a section called Mindset in Mentality of a Warrior. And the thing is, because I try to translate the emotion and all the experiences I have made, which of course accumulates into an emotion I have towards something, into a section. And that means I can't just say that's the mindset, right? I have to describe how I feel it, because that is part of, right? Now it's caramelizing. So I'm just gonna put, it just adds a different flavor. And then of course if you put it on the hot water, it's gonna stick at the bottom. Okay, now I have to mix this. And I just added something fresh so that it contains also, the energy of the past. I'm really, when I do these things, I always have a feeling. And then I express it, right? So I have something old, I add something new. It's like, and the whole point of that is, of course, I don't know. No, I just wanted to say to stay in touch with your feminine side, because that's of course the creative process also. I'm basically old, but I recreate myself, which is why we also say recreational drugs. I use coffee to recreate myself in my work. Because I also try to do better and better work every day, I've never woken up that motivated. That's insane. And that what comes from having a direction. That's the intent of a warrior. Your intent is to fight. Not necessarily against something, but usually it's for something. A warrior fights for strength. It's like Don Juan says it in Carlos Castaneda, however genuine it is, it sounds like somebody who has experiences is talking. And I think these things could happen just from my own experiences. I can certainly say that, definitely if you've ingested also psychedelics, not even, I mean, tonight I was seeing things. And it took me a while to process and let it go, to not really judge what I'm seeing, because, if it's not there physically, I can work with it in an energetic way, right? I don't have to go and say, stay away from me. You can keep these things away with your will. And that's then the power, of course, that you accumulate, where you can command other entities to do your work and help you. I'm not entirely sure how that is actually, what's the relevance? What's the relevance to any of this? There are clear messages where I'm allowed to go and where I'm not allowed to go. And I try to listen to them because I really think they have my best interest at heart. Because, that just comes from detaching yourself. I am not always sure who I meet, right? Maybe it's just having watched too many movies or having taken psychedelics, which, I would consider as detaching yourself. But as my choices seem to be more real than the choices of other people, because I base them on emotions that I've sat with for days or hours to understand them, and then I choose what to do. So this comes with the cost of being angry. This coffee. But that's what I work with. And that's what I'm going to take into the day, this energy, and I'm going to do things with it. Why this? It just seems to be the times. It just seems to be this kind of period in my life where you simply have to get up and do shit. And that's of course an investment, right? I mean, you invest your own life to create what you like. And when you're still working for someone else and you would like to be self-employed, you have to start somewhere. You cannot always plan everything. I certainly thought that I would have some kind of a breakthrough much earlier than this. I mean, I had breakthroughs for myself, but who's supposed to know that? So unless you already have a fan base, nobody gives a shit about your breakthroughs, unless maybe your mother. She just wants you to be happy and safe, and that's just weird. Because who wants that for anyone these days, And that's why I stick to family, and why I kind of turned my back on the idea of having friends. Why does it not cook anymore? It's all the way up. This, I'm not sure if this is brass, but it's very bad in terms of heat distribution. I mean, if I take this thing, it takes forever. If I take this thing, which is aluminium, it's just doing its job in no time at all. So heat distribution, although this material seems to be thinner, is not as good, but I still prefer it. I don't know why it's cooking so slow now. Maybe it's just a sign. I'm afraid to drink this, or I feel it's a bit like too much. I often have this Because this is a strong psychedelic. Coffee is a very strong psychedelic. And then especially if you add spices to it, like nutmeg, as I just did. It's just insane, to be honest. I often am confused still about women, who to be with. Am I supposed to have a wife or several, or am I supposed to be alone? I feel like there's someone, and I thought I knew who that was, and I'm starting to have the feeling that I did not, and that having sex is actually less meaningful than I thought it is. In terms of marriage and stuff, right? Which is, to me... So I'm just staying away from women that want to hold me back, right? For whatever reasons. I still really think that whoever I met back then and who I've talked a lot about, I really liked her. But I think that's sometimes all it is. Sometimes that's just all it is, So what you liked her? Probably so did everyone else. Sometimes it's weird to think you don't even know if that person is still alive. Because it seems like they're not. How am I supposed to say? I'm adding hot water. Hey. I'm adding this. And I'm keeping the rest for later. Yeah. Once you start to... if you live a life like I do, which is one where you are limited in the ingredients you have, and then you begin to appreciate the things a bit more, and you don't just use it all in one go. Sometimes you do. So yeah, that's all. Cheers. Have a good day, right? Super nice.